Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to FTRL for what is week 2 of our GT1 season 23. And for tonight, we're at Trial Mountain. It's the same format as GT2 last night, with a 30 minutes qualifying, bit of a kind of time trial qualifying style session, which will set the grid for the Group 3 1 hour race. And joining me this evening once again, and there is an FTRL blue flag. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, so we have Trial Mountain this evening. Any wisdom, thoughts, or moments of wisdom for everyone about Trial Mountain?
Well, it feels a long time since I drove Trial Mountain, to be honest, in any sort of format. So I'm just trying to think off the top of my head what sort of lap times and things we're looking at.
I've done a Group 3, but I've not done a Group 4 on memory. So
I think a Group 3 from memory is about a 150, so Group 4 we're probably looking, what, 7 or so seconds slower?
Yeah. But actually, if I remember right, I think... Did we do it? I think I did it... Was it reversed I did it? Oh, I don't know. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't reversed. It was forward. It was last season. It was the start of the Group 3. Not last season, but it might have been the season 4 actually, but it was, yeah. It's a Group 3 anyway. But yeah, I think in GT2 I've done it a bit more than GT1 have. So yeah, I don't think many in GT1 have actually done this track a lot, much at all, to be honest. And yeah, usually it's Group 3, so I think we're getting to see a bit different dynamic here with Group 4s around here, which is interesting. What have we got going on? Everyone will be on soft tyres obviously throughout this session. It's a half an hour time trial-esque Group 4 qualifying, that will set the grid for the Group 3 race. The Group 3 race, same as last night, will have a minimum 5 laps on the soft, mediums and hards. So yeah, different dynamics. Fever saying, remind him it was last season. Thank you, Fever. So that's why you didn't do it, Si, because you were in GT1 last season, weren't you? So that makes sense.
Right. Yep.
There we go, yeah, Derek's, yeah, I remember that, I did a one stop in the McLaren, that was correct. Yeah, I think if I remember right, I came into the straight at the tunnel and tapped the wall. I remember right.
But no, I think among the Gran Turismo community, it's a bit of a favourite.
It is a fun track.
I think it's one of those tracks that just got a little bit of everything, hasn't it? And
yeah,
always have a bit of fun around here.
That first couple of corners is that sequence in towards where Tom is going through now is excellent, that first sector, but it is very tricky. It's good to, it feels amazing when you get it right, but you can lose half a second 6-7 times because you've just, I don't know, buggered up one corner, haven't you, the first corner a little bit, and you're off line, and then that's you're out of kind of sync with the rest of the first sector, and that you struggle to get back online after you mess it up a bit around here. So yeah, it's not an easy circuit.
It's not, and there's, you know, the corner before the tunnel is probably one of the key.
Oh yeah.
On the track, because you need a pucker exit out of there to.
You can go so down the inside, can't you? You think you have to kind of keep on, but there's not really any track limits round that bit, so you can cut right on the inside, like on the bit that's kind of got the sand and the dark. So yeah, I'd say it's very important.
The eagle-eyed amongst our viewers will notice that we're missing a Witchell.
We are, yeah.
Bit of a family emergency cropped up, so all the best to Witchell and his family.
Yep, agreed.
As a result, we've got a Marley covering.
Yeah, and then the other one is Dark Knight, isn't it? He's covering for Pine. So yeah, 2 replacements we have this evening. So they'll get half points, because that's the new rule for reserves coming in this season. We've got lots in the chat already. We've got Fever, Derek, James, Mike, and oh well, so good evening everyone. First laps in then, 57.9 so far from Tom, 58.5 for Graham, Biggles is set 1, that's a 57.6, Rom's 58, Who's that? 52. Ross is 57.6, so he's fastest. We do know Ross loves it around here. We'll put that in the chat a minute ago.
I was about to say, if memory serves,
Oh,
Ross,
Pagani.
It's a big...
Mini Milk up in the top, 57.5. There we go. Now remember, this is a 30-minute quali session, time trial style. So there will be constant improvements, especially as the fuel burns down. So yeah, it will be constantly improving. But yeah, so far early doors, Pagani. Well, sent up the Beetle. Yeah, I mean it is Group 4 well, so he's not in the Beetle. So I mean, but yeah, okay, go for it. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, it will be. But not at the moment. Will's getting ahead of himself. Any opportunity to promote the Beetle. Dark Knight is a solid first lap, P4. Up the Beetle team there, that's better, that's better. Yeah, so Dark Knight's a good open lap, that P4. And he's up again, he's about a 10 through the first sector. Work up with this corner that we're saying is very, very important, the one before the straight. Here, and you can see he's very much on the inside, on the dark, on the sand.
Yeah, Faber's put in a handy first lap for himself.
He is, he's just behind Dark Knight, isn't he? So yeah, two of them doing well early doors at least. There's a first pit stop already, we're all meant. It's Tom improving, but yeah, he doesn't improve position. Graham moves. Oh, Biggles is doing well. Dark Knight is purple. Oh, I mean, did he tap that wall there? He may have tapped a wall, but he was purple, which is very, very good, isn't it? He is in GT2. Yeah, he is one of the quickest, and he's predicted to do very well this season, to be fair. So. Yeah, he is very, very quick. The last couple of corners are very
speedy
slow.
Boy. He's a speedy boy.
Very slow corners around here, aren't they?
Yeah, he definitely clipped that wall.
Doesn't really do much though if you just clip that one, to be fair. You get away with it. The other one was a bit more substantial, I think. He did that. I'm pretty sure he did clip that wall just as the... That kind of... It's a straight, but it's kind of like a little twisty bit just before the last sector, really. And I'm pretty sure he tapped the wall, so I think that...
It was still a minor improvement, but he knows he's got pace in that lap, so
yeah,
something to build on.
Biggles is in P5, he had a big improvement, a half second on his last lap in the horrible car, so yeah. Good from him. 59.4 from Dominic. Derrickson for GT will be good here. It should be, it's got two very long straights. Which will play to its strengths. It might struggle around the first sector.
The only thing about those two very long straights is, yes, it's going to be quick, but it's going to be thirsty.
Yeah, it isn't great on fuel, as we saw on last week. From what we've seen last week, we did think that it was going to be a hell of a season, didn't we, in Group 3s? Just there's a lot of difference between strategies in terms of fuel, characteristics of the cars, and it worked really, really well. There's a car sliding in the background. I think it was a mini milk car.
Pagani.
Oh, was it? Yeah. He slides everything he manages to, doesn't he?
I was going to say, this front wheel drive, how he's managing to drift that car around corners.
Impressive. Graham in the foot passes car. Let's watch a lap from him as Chubbs improves to 58.2. So yeah, there will be... there's going to be a lot to watch out for in the actual full race tonight, because there's the strategy element of the race in itself, and then you've got all the different car characteristics as well. So yeah, me and Sarah are going to be eagle-eyed tonight, I think, to keep an eye on all this going on.
Yeah, well, as Derek said, the one car we know is going to be strong on strategy is the Lexus.
Oh yeah,
doesn't
ever wear.
It was seen last night.
Fairly quick car, but it's just its strategy, isn't it, that really sets it apart.
There's the extra lap or two of fuel it's got in the tank. You don't have to do so much saving as you do with some of the other cars.
And the tyres just don't wear, they're just such a nice car, and its tyres. I think it's a car that doesn't tend to slide that much either, which does help with the tyre wear, but just naturally it's very, very good in the tyre with that car. Pagani 57.5 at the moment, still in the lead. And to be honest, not been many improvements over the last 5 minutes. So expect a pit stop shortly.
I think that's tyre wear. There's been a couple of pit stops. Tom's been through. Pagani's been through the pits.
Yeah. Tom's on his out laps. He'll be improving soon, you would imagine, on for his next lap. SPY's on a new lap with fairly decent tyres, so no, he does look. He was a little bit wide round the outside there. That's can't get away with it, but yeah, he was a little bit too wide. I think he's less than a 10th up, but it just looks like a bit. It looks like a bit of understeer there. I don't know if it was just me, but it just didn't seem like it wanted to be very obedient. For SPY there, that looked a bit nice around that corner there. Right, tricky last couple of corners, really slow corners, these ones that are kind of at odds with the rest of the track, really. It's kind of the only slow corners of the circuit, really, is these two at the end. Want to get a good exit on the last one.
It gives me last chicane at Barcelona vibes.
Yeah, it's kind of at odds with the rest of the track, isn't it? It's a bit weird. But it is an overtaking opportunity, definitely, in that corner. You do see a lot of side-to-side action and things and all that, because people take it very slightly differently, don't they? So they can the kind of nature of that couple of corners kind of makes.
I think there's maybe two or three different lines you can approach it with. Yeah. Rom's gone purple through sector 1 by a third of a tenth.
Interesting. Oh, that's not going to be there, yeah.
That's put paid to that attempt.
That's done then, isn't it? Well, Tom's on a lap now, and he is on your time.
Sorry, Rom.
Commentator's curse. Tom's coming to the.
SPY got me last night.
The split. What is he at the moment? He's down by 3 tenths. So
I'd say he was 3 tenths down through the first sector.
I'm on board with Pagani now. Then, so the mini milk cart, can he go further clear at the top of the pile? So we're 12 minutes through, so approaching halfway. Remember, that's a point for the top 8, so top 8 gets a point in order, so it's 8 points for the first, and then it's a point for 8th, I believe.
Yep.
Purple for Pagani, half 10th. Tricky corner this one, that sequence there, and he's done it nicely as well. So Pagani, possibility of a marginal improvement here, which would help cement his place at the top for a while longer. 58.2 for Aaron, that's an improvement up to P8 for him. Right, here comes the mini milk cart for its second proper flying lap. His first was enough to keep him top, and is the second enough to extend his lead at the top. Let's find out. It is looking.
It's hugging the pit wall for
decent.
The line.
It is. It's a 10th, just over a 10th improvement there. So it is giving him a decent little margin there. Ross is on the lap at the moment. But he is basically about the same as his first.
I say he's basically matched himself through the first sector.
So hopefully he's finding some improvement during the last couple of sectors. So while he's down the straight, let's keep an eye. Rom's on an out lap. Dark Knight's just starting his new light.
Started one.
So we'll catch the back end of Dark Knight's lap. He was purple, as I said, through a couple of the sectors on his previous lap that I'm sure he hit the wall on. Slowed him down. As Lee, 58.4, he's a second off at the moment. That'll be around about P9, P10, I think, possible. Maybe even a wee bit behind that. Ross, he's got the sector split and he is up marginally. So he's went from very marginally down to very marginally up over the last sector. So can he continue with another improvement in the last sector?
Dark Knight, personal best sector 1. It's not purple though.
Is he not? Well, he was purple on the last time in the first sector, so he's. So Pagani has done a little bit better, so maybe he is still matching what he done in the last sector. Last time he done it. Ross is coming up towards the line. Tom improves, and he's just behind Vigani now in P2. Ross drops time in the last sector. I did think he wasn't particularly quick round the last corner as Biggles. It's a massive improvement for Biggles, up to P3. And then Graham as well. They're all on 57. They're both on 57.5, 57.9 for Captain Chubbs there in P6. What was? Did you see Dark Knight's middle sector? What are you looking at?
Did not. I just missed it.
Well, let's have a look then. Let's see.
He's in the final corner now.
Oh, again.
Again.
It doesn't massively hinder you. It does a tiny bit, obviously. So we'll see. Yeah, he's marginally down. There's time there.
I think there's a lot of time there.
Rom's on the gravel there. I think it's a difficult one for, like, I was saying, what the stronger car is going to be here. Like, the Ford is going to do well, as I said, on the straights. It's thirsty though, and that first sector probably doesn't suit the Ford. I think it's fair to say. High speed is not the Ford's friend. So in that regard, probably not. But just to say, Ross is a 10th up through the middle sector. He's only 2 tenths off of Pagani, so this could be a significant improvement and move him up a couple of places possible here. But yeah, I think anything that's quite a good all-rounder car. So I think the Lexus could do well round here in general, just because the mixture of kind of... Obviously we've seen it go well last night, so that would tie in as well. Obviously it's taking kind of race with the soft, medium, hard, even though it's a different track. So yeah, you can see the Lexus do well around here, I think. Here we go. It's a big improvement. P3. That jumps him back up, but then Biggles 5th. Oh!
Biggles.
That is a humongous...
Pole by half a second. What a lap.
Where's that come from? Whoa. That's put the cat amongst the edges.
There you go. Yeah, there you go, chaps. There's your marker.
56.9. So he's had a 58.5 was his first lap, then he had a half-second improvement to 58 flat, and then he's had a half-second improvement to 57.5, and then he's just had over another half-second to 56.9. I'm sensing a theme there, every lap he's doing. Well, that's a bit of a surprise. I mean, Biggles has been very quick recently, but I mean, that is a storming lap, that. Wow. Feber 57.8. I'm wondering if he must have got some slipstream or something down the straight there, because I mean that is a huge improvement. That is, if he's not got slipstream down the end of the straights there, that's a scary prospect for the rest.
Well,
wow.
Pagani's gone to the pit lane in disbelief and typed "wow" into the chat.
I mean, I don't. Is that unassailable? Like, that is a huge improvement, and I'm not seeing anyone get anywhere close to that. Interesting, I think it's fair to say. Lee's on a new lap with new tyres. Bless me. Oh dear, never mind.
Yeah, that NOS upgrade coming in clutch for Biggles there.
Oh yeah, Lee's unfortunately picked up a penalty on his first corner, so it's that's went a bit wrong. Dominic's on a new lap. Let's keep an eye on his lap.
Ka-chow indeed, Biggles.
So Dominic's a 10th up through the first sector, so possibility of an improvement. There's a ROM as well. 7.5. wide on another lap as well now.
I'm just going to watch Tom's lap and see if there's any, you know, big margin of time, because he's basically matched through sector 1.
Lenny, yeah, Witchell isn't here this evening. He's got a bit of a family issue, isn't it? So yeah, he's covered by Marley. Let's see here. That's why he's not on a lap. He's just slowed right down.
Yeah, Tom's lost 0.2 of a second down the back straight.
Dark Knight's went up to P3, so we did say Dark Knight had a lot of time. Yeah, and he's found it. Went to P3, yep. So that's a very good lap. 10 minutes left, so longish lap here, so not many laps left. And it's I don't think Tom has much in the bag, I'll be honest.
No, I was on board for the entirety of that lap. It looked clean enough.
I don't think, I'll be honest, I don't think Biggles is going to be beaten here. Here's Aaron on a lap. I think the reaction from everybody and a couple of the GT1 drivers is saying, oh, Aaron's grass cutting is quite important to...
Yeah, they're almost making it sound like Biggles' night's work is done as far as this qualifying session's concerned.
So yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like anyone's particularly expecting it to get beaten, if I'm honest. It's yeah. It's kind. I think it's taken the wind out of a few people. Everyone's been a bit like, what's happened there? Half a second. Sorry. This wasn't in the script.
Yeah, I mean, the gaps between the cars, sort of second down to P7, are virtually nothing.
Yeah, which tells you there's a kind of limit to a lot of the pace as a 57.45, with the exception of Biggles, clearly, who's found alien pace from somewhere. Captain Chubb's down in P9 as well, 57.9 for him. I mean, I know we're expecting that Ford to be pretty decent around here, but he's got some work to do for P9. And of course it is rolling start, isn't it? So, oh, that's Ross, so that's the first improvement for a while for the ones at the sharp end of the field, so that's put up to P2, so yeah. But I mean, he's still 4/10 off Biggles, so... I could see a bit of movement towards the sharp end, but not in Biggles. I think his work's done, to be honest. Tom is going to be in this lap because he's run out of fuel here now. Rom's on a lap. Let's keep an eye on Rom then. 57.5 is his personal best.
Just looking at the time we've got left, what's that, 6 minutes? So that could well be the last pit stop for those guys.
I think Rom is not going to improve. He had a bit of quite a bit of moment of on the exit of the fast corner, so that is definitely not going to improve for him. He's about 5, 6, 7 mile an hour off what he usually is. Well, making a good point about Lennon getting you in the right car so could start. Lennon's may have had a few issues in the past with forgetting what car he's supposed to be in. I think it's a way of putting it. Lee's entered the top 10 with a 58-1. Biggles is on a new lap. What is it? Oh my! It's a 57.2. So yeah, that would have been good enough for pole anyway. So
yep.
I think that is highlighting that lap was not a one-off.
I think we've found Biggles' car and track combination.
Clearly. Someone's had their Weetabix. Well, Dark Knight's on a new lap. It's going to be one of his last. We'll see. Can he improve on that 57.4? I think that's getting to his limit as well. So 57.4. So. I don't think there's any room for improvement. I'm not sure. I missed the inside a little bit there, just throughout that section. So I don't think this will be an improvement. That's personal best. It is not. It's 2 tenths down. He never looked like he was on the inside. He always kind of looked. I mean, I know you can kind of get away with it, sort of around there, but he was right in the middle of the track, which
just wasn't quite hooked up and washed out, didn't it?
Didn't look as clean as it could have been. So yeah.
Graham has matched through Sector 1 exactly the same time as what was before.
57.5 he's on as well, near enough they're all on, to be honest. So people are starting to come in to fill up for the last time now. Well, Graham will have this lap, another lap, and to be honest, he could actually have another lap after that. Wait, timing is. Has he improved?
2 temps down. It's like every car I've gone on board with, that sector, as tidy as it looks, it's just 2.5 temps slower than.
I don't know if a few of them have got a slipstream on their best lap, possibly.
Yeah,
then,
possibly.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to be losing that 2.5 temps.
Yeah. Aaron, oh, that's a humongous improvement for Aaron.
That's a big leap from Aaron.
It was a P11, I think. Yeah, that's a 8/10 improvement. Well, that's a jump. Wow. So, there's an SPY 57.7, so that's a decent improvement for how it's P9. I've stopped Captain Chubbs down to 11th now, so that's maybe a little bit out of position than what we'd usually come to expect, I would suggest. A lot of people are kind of doing their last warm-up laps, aren't they, to be honest, at this point in time. Pagani, I think he's actually on a lap at the moment, and then we'll have this one more lap. So what's this lap from Pagani? 57 is 57.7, I think it was, so not improvement. I'm not really seeing any personal bests here. I don't know if you've seen anything, but I've not.
No, nothing of note.
Tom's going to have one more lap. He's just on the start-finish straight now, and he is. It's not going to be this lap anyway. It's a 50. I think it's a second warm-up lap. 58 he's done there, so he's got this lap, and that's it. I just don't see, honestly, anyone pulling out a masterclass.
this will be Dark Knight's last attempt, because I'm not sure he's got the fuel to complete another one.
I'll be honest, I don't think
He's going to be close.
From what I have seen, but that's a massive improvement for SBY. Again, he's up to P2. He's jumped massively in the past few laps. Fever 57.6. There's a lot of improvement coming now all of a sudden. But what I have noticed is Biggles looks like he's able to carry a lot more speed on the exit of the first sector, on the exit of the first few corners. Just as heading towards the bridge. That seems to be the corner just there, the exit of the twisty section. He's able to carry so much more speed. I've seen him at like 130 mile an hour on the exit, and other people at 126, 127. I think that's a decent bunch of his timings in there. For some reason he's just able to carry so much extra speed. Pagani's last lap, what's he doing?
He's hugging it like it's meaningful. He's a 10th off.
Managed it. So at the moment it looks like T. Smith is going to be down in P7.
Yeah, he's just rounding the last couple of corners now. Which
is a shock in itself, I would say. Not really, Lennon. I don't believe that's a thing.
Big jump over that curb.
Track Evolution, it's not a thing, is it, Si? On GT? Don't believe.
I'm really not sure.
Oh,
it is an improvement
it is
for
an
Tom.
improvement.
Yep.
P3. So yeah, I don't believe it is, Lennon. I know of. Ross, is he going to improve though? Is he going to take his spot back? Oh, it's a chance. Oh, he has.
He's got P2.
And more. There we go. That's the closest we've seen to Biggles. 57.1.
Dark Knight ran out of fuel about 50 metres from the finish line.
I think there's been quite a few people that have managed to pull a lap out the bag towards the end there and get themselves a bit out of trouble. Tom, one of them. Some significant improvements as well at the end. SBY and Aaron in the last 5 minutes that have managed to jump up considerably from. I think they were both outside the top 10 and had a big jump near the end.
Pagani, our early pace, dropped down to P6 in the end.
Yeah, his best lap was on lap 6, so yeah, that was a long time ago. And he was never really able to beat it, so yeah. My shock, I would say, is Chubbs. 57.9, he's just never looked like getting in the mix, really, has he? So yeah, we're just waiting because I think there's a couple of people in the pit, so we'll just wait until the end of when the time runs out. So a reminder again, same as last night, 5 laps each on the soft, medium and hards. You can use them whenever. I think quite a lot of people used them at the start last night, didn't they? The hards. So we'll see if that's a theme this evening or not. So we do have 32 minutes. Yeah, well done, Aaron. You saved yourself there. So that's a massive improvement at the end.
Yeah. No, and he's out-qualified Pagani, so that'll improve his mood even more.
3 thousandths of a second, Pagani will be raging. It's an old mini milk for drill, by the way.
3, yep.
Yeah. Whereas I think Aaron wanted a name change. I can't remember what it was. Give me a second.
I did see this in the GT3 stream the other night, and I can't remember what it was now.
I'll have a look. It's in the admin chat somewhere. I shall find it. So.
But yeah,
it's
just got a short delay while I switch over to Group 3 cars and reset the grid.
He now wants to be known as the Nestle Mini Milk Love and Affection Racing Family. So yeah, interesting. Apparently Pagani has signed off on it, but Pagani said I signed what? I didn't believe he had signed off on anything, so I think it was a lie from Aaron on that one. So now getting into the Group 3 cars. The wide array that we have here, from as flat and as racy as the Ford to the slightly different shaped Beetle, I think it's fair to say. I think that would be fair. slightly different shaping, I would say, of the car. Oh, lots of variations so far on cars that we've entered in the tyres. Phoebe and Graham on hards. We've got cars on soft, cars on mediums. Help! This is going to be interesting. I am slightly... I don't know how this is going to go. Like, I'm slightly just confused how this is going to play out here in the opening few laps. Because I do think there's a few cars out of position here as well. So, no, I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Derek. Biggles has got to go soft and just saunter off.
Yep, I think that's the strategy. If you're at the front,
yep, just do the hards in the middle.
Try and break away early.
Yep, get that jump on while everyone's battling. So, I completely agree. I think everyone will have been the same agreement. I think Biggles knows that himself, to be fair.
That was my thinking last night, and I started from P5.
Mm-hmm.
I went with the softs first, made a few positions at the start, was running P2 for a while, but my problem was I could not get the extra laps that some of the other guys could get, and I was sort of condemned to a 3-stop.
Yeah. I was unfortunate I missed last night, unfortunately, due to work, because it is a track that I love. Dragon Trail Seaside. I do enjoy the Group 4 car, so yeah. But yeah, sometimes these things happen. So.
Yeah, I must say I would have quite enjoyed to watch that string back to see you going through the death chicane in that Audi after the mishaps you had last week. See,
to be fair, it would have been alright on that, I think, because it wasn't it's not something that has... you're at high speed. The Audi doesn't seem to like low speed, particularly. I think it would have been alright around there. I think it would have been the maybe the corner at the bottom of the hill. That would have been the issue, to be honest. More than the other one.
Well, yeah, there is that too, Lennon. Yeah, that is a factor.
Yeah, the depth chicane, yeah.
Yes, I did go to see a therapist in my lunch break today. I did not sleep last night.
I'll be honest, it's one of my favourite tracks, absolutely love it. I love Mr. Dick and the Bee, I would say that's kind of the other one that's my personal favourite. Bathurst I would say as well, but yeah, unfortunately it's not on the calendar this year. But in fairness, that I did do a couple of laps in the Audi at Bathurst. It was pretty shocking down the hill. It was very unstable, so I'm kind of glad it's not on the calendar. GT2. So a couple more minutes, give them a tiny bit of practice.
I think Graham could be a potential dark horse.
Oh yeah.
He came close last week in the Group 3 race.
Its only issue is fuel with that Merc. It's not quite as good on fuel, is it? As some of the other ones. But you can do some saving. It's not an excellent car on fuel. To be honest, it's not an excellent car on tyres either, but Graham is good on tyres, so kind of offsets that.
Tires.
Well, acting like he's Fabrizio Romano of the GT world.
Well, I think we'll shout Ross for the win. Ross is normally pretty good on his tyres as well.
He is, and he's good round here, to be fair to him. But yeah.
His only issue could be the Corvette's thirst for fuel.
it's a festive beast. Got it. They have a lot of cars that are in the middle range in fuel in this grid. I would say the two worst are the Corvette and the Ford, which is a natural thing with cars that have a higher top speed. Tend to be, I would think it's fair to say, naturally a bit worse on fuel. Here we go. So your front row, it's a Supra and a Corvette. So Biggles in the Supra, Ross in the Corvette. Remember, it is a roll and start. Right, here we go. Week 2. As we get up to speed, and it's Biggles on the soft tyres from Ross on the mediums, who are going to be heading into turn 1 in the lead. This fast corner to start off. Who's going to pick up a penalty on the first corner? That's the question as they all filter through. Mini Milk on the third row. Rom's picked up a penalty early on. There we go. We knew there was going to be a few, didn't we? And here comes Captain Chubbs and Graham, Fever, Lee, Dominic, Marley down the back, P14. Lee and Fever going side by side. Oh, Lee's. Caught, sort of. It was a long-winded moment, that one. Biggles is off.
Long, but we've had our first Zach noises.
Yep, that was. I thought he was going, and he saved it, and then he was going again, and he still saved it. I was like, oh, okay. Biggles is outside of slipstream range. Important. As Ross is in P2 from SVY.
Tom having a look at Sean.
What's in that? Oh, that's going to be fairly easy, I think, here. That was very straightforward. Easy as that. Right, there we go. It's still in a line formation there for the Mini Milk Affection Racing, whatever they want to be known as now. Rom in P7 has got that penalty to be served, remember. Captain Chubbs is already making moves, and he is behind Dark Knight, who's in the Alpha. Chubbs is on the softs as well, by the way, just to let you know, so he will be very quick. He is on the tyre advantage. Compare that to Graham, who's on the hard tyres. Then you've got Dominic on the softs, Fever on the hards, Lee on the hards, Marley. It's so different, isn't it? Hards and softs mixing each other. And it's
dropping 2 places with his penalty.
And that means Chubbs, as he gets past Dark Knight, has basically got 2 places there, isn't he? And he's now right behind the Mini Milk, so that soft tyre is going well at the moment for him. But there's Biggles, he's off.
I'd say Biggles after 1 lap, he's 2.5 seconds clear already.
It is, he is away and gone, and he's doing exactly what we said he must do, which is bolt, basically.
A bit wide from Aaron there.
Yeah, I caught that. I was on board when we just tapped the kind of, instead of it's like a raised pavement, isn't it, on the end of the edge of the circuit at points in this track. Kind of weird.
Chubbs closing in on the back of Pagani already.
Yeah, he's got a massive advantage moment with the tyres, and that car is rapid in a straight line. Look how much he's gaining. Even though Pagani's in slip of iron. It's going to be a move here, isn't it? He's yeah. Oh
no, not quite. Pagani deep on the brakes.
Yes, and that's allowed Chubbs through. I think he's got. Well, he's side by side now. Coming to the right hand. Pagani has the line here, though Chubbs is going to try and get round the outside.
Bit of hip and shoulder, but
I think Chubbs is going to have the inside now, so that's going to be it done, I think. There we go, up to P6. Oh, Pagani's trying to come back, but I think he's going to have the grip.
I think that was all fair enough.
It was. I've got Rom, Dark Knight just behind Pagani now. Aaron's doing well in P5 though, and he's, if anything, he's very close to the back of Chubbs, not Chubbs, SVY, sorry. But he does have Chubbs just behind him, who will be on a charge still. It's 3.2 seconds out front, 50.5 for Biggles. No one's anywhere near that for the rest of the drivers. There's the hard tyres still on Graham.
Dominic's off on the softs past Graham now, but yeah, Graham is naturally going to be a lot slower at the moment on those hard tyres. He's set a lap time which is 4.4 seconds off of Biggles, and there will be a huge differential here. With the amount of there's quite a few fast corners, those hard tyres will absolutely hate it. I mean, would you want to be driving the first sector on hard tyres, Si? I know I don't. I could sort of see the mindset of getting it out of the way early and being quicker at the end, but I just worry that if you'd be so detached at the start, sometimes it can be hard to catch up again.
Very, very varied throughout the field though, what they wanted to do there. But I like that they had the option of starting whatever they wanted. So it allowed that massive difference in strategy. Biggles is massively clear now, by the way, he's nearly 5 seconds. What an early stint this is from Biggles.
Pagani's going to have to serve a half second this lap.
That is going to put him into the clutches of Dark Knight.
Clutches of a pair of alphas coming at him.
Dark Knight's on mediums and Dominic's is on soft tyres. And Dominic is naturally, I think it's fair to say, not the best on tyre wear. So I imagine it'll be a shortish stint on the soft tyres for him. Probably around 10 laps, maybe a bit more. Yeah. Dark Knight is actually going to get past Pagani there. And maybe even Dominic as well. I mean, there's a lot there, so he has Pagani, hasn't he? Did he have a dodgy chicane? Oh, has he picked up another one there? Pagani looked like he was very, very much on the inside. Oh, Dominic! Trying to get down the inside there at Dark Knight, and contact. And Pagani's going down the inside of them all.
Pagani's going to round up the pair of them.
That is chaotic. Why are they fighting each other? They're teammates.
They're still bumping and grinding on each other.
Oh, bless me. Okay. Oh. Apologies.
It's in right.
I appear to have developed a cold in the last 10 minutes.
Aaron's picked up a Chubbs on his tail.
So that's going to be easy.
There he goes, well before the braking zone.
That was a doddle, that. No point even trying to do anything there for Aaron, as the car's just massively over speed on the straights. 6 seconds it is out front now, so massive gaps developing. Unfortunately, looks like Dark Knight's down in P10 now. Dominic has moved up to P7. His front right tyre, his right hand tyres in general, don't look as healthy anymore, do they?
No, well, he is on the soft, and we did see last week that Dominic's quite heavy on his tyres.
Will's asking about fuel, so let's have a quick rundown. Biggles has slightly less than Ross. Ross is matching Tom. Captain Chubbs is accustomed with the Ford as he moves past P4, as it is a little bit more thirsty on the old fuel, but he's on the soft tyres, so he'll be going for just a blast. He'll not be saving fuel at all.
So after where he started on the grid, he's going for a let's make up some ground.
SPY is decent on fuel. Aaron's never really particularly good on fuel. He doesn't really ever save Aaron. It's not his one of the things he enjoys. Dominic's not particularly great either. Pagani's got tons. Look at the difference with Pagani and Aaron in the same car. Pagani has loads.
Rom, as expected, looking good on fuel.
He is as well. Dark Knight similar. Graham's not 100% great on fuel, but as I did say, that Merc isn't great on fuel. It's not bad, it's just not great. Fever, average to be honest, a wee bit above average. Lee, a bit similar to Marley to be honest. So yeah, there's there's a change for P2. Tom has just got past Ross there on the straight, and I think it was a bit of an organised move between the two, to be honest. It looked organised.
Are you suggesting it was a team order?
I believe it was, to be honest, usually, sometimes it's actually Ross that suggests it.
Yep.
And Biggles is getting away, so maybe Tom thinks he can do a little bit, try and stem the gap. We'll not be able to close it really, but stem it.
Biggs is getting away and Chubbs is closing.
Chubbs is coming very quickly here. P4 he's in now, and he is rapidly closing in on the next two, Ross and Tom. There is Aaron in P5. He is head of SPY in P6 now. Tom's P7. Pagani's in P8. Then comes Rom and Dark Knight. Graham is the first of the hard runners, and he has just set a personal best of a 53.3. Was that? It was a 53.3. So he's about 3 seconds off of what Biggles is doing on soft tyres, which I think is about right. Biggles is absolutely flying out front now. So everything's sort of calming down a little bit now, I think it's fair to say.
Yep, so we've passed the mandatory 5 lap point for tyre usage and no one's come in yet.
Yeah, I think I imagine Graham will be in this lap, we'd expect. To get rid of those ghastly hard tyres. So we're on board with most. Keep an eye and see if he comes into the pits, which I imagine he will. He's personal best again, Graham, so yeah. That is a theme with the hard tyres. They take a long time to warm up, don't they? Yeah. And properly rub in, so you will see that with everyone in the hard tyres, that they'll get faster right at the very end of the stint, as the fuel runs down obviously, and also the tyres don't really wear on the hards. Very, very slowly.
Chubbs within half a second of Ross now for P3.
Graham's carrying on. So is Lee. What's happening here? I thought they would all be in. They are staying out. Well, to be fair, he's done a 52.9, so he's lapping all right, to be fair.
Yeah.
9 seconds it's approaching now, the gap out front. It's 8.5 at the moment. And Chubbs is slowly but surely kind of coming a little bit more into line with the people in front
slide.
of him. Who for?
Big slide for Chubbs, as you said that.
Oh, was it? Oh, I never even noticed. I was looking at his times. His times have dropped off and they are pretty similar to the two in front of him now. It's kind of approaching the crossover point now, where the softs are wearing down to the point where the mediums are at the same pace. SPY's got a penalty. Dom's right hand tyres are looking unhealthy, but as I say, Tom isn't usually great on his tyres, so I would suggest he'll be the first in of the soft runners.
I'm guessing they're going to be all looking to two stop, probably doing 11-11-10 or something of that nature.
Yeah, something around that. It's not going to be. The reason they're probably going to want to do that is due to fuel. It's not due to tyres really. It's just the fuel can only, by the look of it, do about 12-13 laps, can't it? So it's too difficult to get anything. Obviously, you need to do 3 stints anyway, but it's too difficult to do anything really different other than a 2-stop, you would say. You might see a 3-stop possibly, but I doubt it.
No, if there's no need, if you don't need to do a 3-stop, the time you lose making that extra pit stop, you've got no chance of making that back up.
So Graham's carrying on again. 52.6, so again he's making an improvement again, and he's now getting to the point where he's actually doing quite good times on the hard tyres. I mean, a 52.6 isn't far off what Aaron's just done in the mediums. I'm not particularly sure, Len, on how long a stop is, so I'll need to see that as we go.
Biggles out to over 10 seconds now.
Yeah, I was just noticing that there. Chubbs again is 51.9 now last time around, so he is closing, but he's closing a lot less now.
Yeah, he's got to the back of Ross and just not been able to make the progress that he was earlier in the stint.
He was getting a lot of time out at the end, but then the car just didn't want to brake, particularly in that last corner, and he lost a couple of attempts on the exit. Oh, Ross, a bit of a wiggle there. That's gonna help Chubbs, give him some more help and encouragement. It's going to stay as you were for the time being. Pagani's back past Dominic, by the way. Dominic is carrying on what is now pretty ugly looking tyres. They've went from not great looking to, yeah, really ugly now. Oh, Pagani, that is a big old drift on the exit there. Dark Knight, oh, his personal best was last time around, 52.2, so he's picking up the pace. Graham, he's coming across the line, he's carrying on again, and once again it's an improvement. 52.5 now, lap on lap it's an improvement, which is Graham's in with a shot here of getting a good result. I think he's doing some really good times on those hard tyres, and we'll see where he kind of filters out near the end. Biggles has been very consistent in the 50s, and that gap is now 11 seconds. I think the map in the top right hand side gives you a good illustration of how far the gap actually is.
Chubbs Ross
makes a move.
Yeah, Ross looked a little bit ragged coming in out of the last corner into the tunnel. Just go Chubbs the run.
Now, are we going to see any pit stops? Is it going to be lap 10? Let's keep an eye on Graham. What's he going to do?
Top 4 go round. 11, 8 go round. Dominic's in.
Yeah, his tyres were ugly. Graham's carrying on. All of the hard tyre runners at the back are carrying on. Well, he's down in P14 at the moment. He's he'll probably carry on as well, I'd imagine. Interesting that Biggles' tyre wear isn't that bad, to be honest. I mean, if you compare it to Tom, who's on mediums, Biggles has done a pretty damn good job on those soft tyres to be as quick as he is and keep them in as good nick as they are. I do think that's promising, to say the least, for Biggles, because I know obviously everyone's got the soft tyres still to run and he doesn't, but he's not going to have any issues with tyre wear for the rest of the race, I don't think, really. So he's done his tyre wear stint. Now Graham, is he going to be in this lap? This would be the logical point, I would say, if you're doing a two-stop. He carries on. Lee's in.
One for Biggles.
So that's another hard tyre runner in. know why that. I mean, I thought this would be the logical point for a 2-stop, but they're carrying on again, so. 12.5 seconds it is out front now. It's to be honest, it's still getting bigger lap on lap.
The contrast between fuel in those Beetles. Aaron's drained the tank virtually, and Pagani still looks like he's got a lap or two left in his.
Chubbs is right on the back of Tom, but he's not going to have an opportunity for a move, and Chubbs will be in this lap.
Chubbs will be in, yep.
And Biggles is going to be in as well.
Tom's given the option to extend his stint if he wants to.
Now, Biggles is in as we knew for his fuel situation. Now, what's he going to put on? Is this going to be his hard stint, or is he going to leave that right to the end? I think it would be wise to do it now, because I don't think if someone's trying to chase me at the end, I would want to be on hard tyres.
The Corvettes are extending, so they're going another lap.
Yeah, both of them are. SBY carries on, Pagani carries on, Rom carries on, sorry, Aaron's in.
Dark Knight's carried on.
I'm not seeing what Biggles has popped on yet. Graham's in, by the way, on his hard tyres. Feber's in as well, so a lot of pit stops. We'll see what they've popped on soon. What do you think? Mediums are hard, what would you do? I know I put hards on now.
I'd probably be tempted to go hards now. He's short field,
he
has gone hards.
Oh, there we go. He's short field, so he's only doing a 5-6 lap stint on these hard tyres.
Yep, he's gone for a sprint on the hard.
Biggles knows what he's doing here, doesn't he? I think he's had a strategy in mind all week, knowing what he wanted to do here. If he got high up, he wanted to do a tiny middle stint on hards and go for a long extended one on mediums at the end. That out lap on hards will be ghastly though, won't it? It'll be cold, it'll have no grip, it'll be pretty awful. Garni on SPY possibly coming here. I think he's actually just backed off a little bit. I don't think he wants to make a move really. They are all going to be in this lap due to fuel. SPY looks all over the shot now. He's his tyre wear is pretty bad though compared to Pagani and Rom. Rom's tyre wear is really, really good.
So I'm just thinking here if
the Corvette's in, everyone's in here. Top 5 all in.
Has Biggles condemned himself to an extra pit stop? Because he's only going to get, if he's only doing a 5-lap stint now, he's going to be back in the pits at the end of lap 16, which leaves him half a race to do on a medium.
I think he'll probably be able to do 6 laps. If he even does 17 laps, he has to do 15 laps on his last stint. It's going to be a lot of saving.
It's going to be a hell of a lot of saving because he only did 11 on his first stint.
Or he's doing 3 stops and doing 2 soft stints, which is different. So yeah, interesting though. Biggles is obviously going to take the lead again. He's on hard tyres, and we'll see what his proper lap is on these tyres. I'm sure he's going to be a great fan of them.
Tom's gone onto the hards and he's 3/4 filled the tank.
Ross is fully filled, and he's not fully filled. Sorry, he's 60, and he's on softs. That's Rom. Apologies. Ross has nearly fully filled and went on hards. Pagani not as much filled up, but he's on hards as well. He's filtering out in P8. He's ahead of his teammate now because his teammate fully filled up and didn't have as much. He used more fuel, so Pagani's managed to jump his teammate quite considerably because of that.
So Chubbs will have to make 2 more pit stops this race because he's on another set of softs. Unless that's just a visual glitch I've got.
Has Aaron had a moment on his outlap? I mean, I know he's got a bit less fuel and all that, but how's he round about Dark Knight? 2:39 was his outlap. 2:36 was Captain Chubbs' outlap. I'm not sure if that's just a... I know he's felt right up, but I don't know if he's had a moment on his outlap or something. Because he does seem... he's lost an awful lot of time. Now, Captain Chubbs back out on soft, so that's, yeah, free stop for him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting. What do you think about that free stop? Think it'll work out, or?
Well, it didn't. I'll say, take aside the fact I clipped the death chicane a couple of times, the free stop didn't really work out for me.
Now, Dominic's also doing another soft stint, so he's free stopping as well. More free stops than I thought. Biggles is to be confirmed. We don't really know what he's doing. It could be a free stop. I would suggest it's a free stop unless he's doing a significantly longer stint than I would expect on mediums. I'm intrigued though with so Biggles set a 53.3 on the hard tyres, which is quicker than what Graham was managing at the very start of his hard stint. However, Biggles has a lot less fuel than Graham had at the start of his stint, obviously, so. .51.1 last time around for Dominic, that's a quick lap, but as he is doing a free stop in his, so his tyres are not lasting too long.
Yeah, we've got hard tyre versus soft tyre for P2. Tom and Drum.
You've got hards versus hards in the battle for P7 and 8. Green, Wilson, Pagani. Moment. Aaron's on hards as well at the moment. He's in P10. He's got Graham catching him on mediums. That'll be fairly straightforward, you would imagine, when he catches up.
Biggles 53's on the hards. What's Tom's first hard lap gonna be?
53.1 was that?
53.1, so yeah.
Matching Biggles basically.
They're matching.
Rom is going to be unleashed shortly. I mean, he's getting unleashed already. I think Tom's said, on you go. And it allows Tom to get a slipstream, to be fair, so
yeah, I think Rom's been sat underneath the rear wing of that Corvette for a good 3/4 of a lap.
Yeah,
almost pushing Tom round.
Well, why were you... I'm assuming that's supposed to say compromising, but it says comprising. I don't think you were comprising yourself. What does that mean, comprising? I don't... It is a word. Yeah. I think it means squishing together or something. SPY is on soft tyres as well, and he's massively catching Tom. He's just at a 50.9, so he is very, very quick. What's Chubbs' Biggles, sorry, lap going to be out front here? 53.3, 53.2.
Well, comprise is just a posh way of saying made up of.
Oh yeah, yeah, fair enough. Um, 50.9 for Rob last time around. That's a decent lap. 50.6 for SVY, so there are some very, very quick times coming out right now. Now SVY will be past Tom on this straight, or maybe even before by the look of it. He is so much quicker at the moment. We knew those Lexuses were doing well tonight, and they are doing pretty decent at the moment, aren't they? They have got the hard tire to run at the end, mind you, so do have to take that into account. There's SPY though, who is going to be easily passed. There we go. That's very straightforward. 50.244 for Chubbs as a new fastest lap of the race, beating Biggles. He has got a free stop though, so he has got an extra stop. Genuinely didn't think we were going to see free stops, so intrigued to how that plays out. Graham is P10 at the moment.
Here comes Biggles in the pit lane.
Oh, already. This is a free stop, isn't it?
It has to be.
Well, he's got medium tyres to run, but he's also got soft tyres. So we'll see with his fuel, because if he's going on mediums, I doubt he'll fully fuel up if he's doing a free stop, because he would only need to get until lap 24, 25, probably. So we'll see. SBY deep round there for that corner. I don't know where Biggles is going to come out though. Yeah, it's probably going to be somewhere around P8, I'd imagine. He's filling up now. How much is he going to fill up? Is the question. He's already down in P8 now, and he's still filling up, so it's going to be further down than that. It is what his fault, yeah.
5 lap blast, and then.
Oh, can I just say I predicted P8. My work here is done. I'm going to retire. Commentary. Good evening, Fatty. Brom with the new fastest lap. That's quick.
Yep. And
nearly 49s.
Chubbs is with Tom now.
And that'll be. Is there any point in watching this? On this straight, this is going to be the. I mean, Cavetta is fairly quick in a straight line, but this will still be. Yeah, there we go. That was straightforward, as expected. Dominic will be in shortly. His tyres once again on the right hand side. Look at worse for wear. I think it's fair. Oh, that rhymes. Worse for wear, I think it's fair. Biggles is right behind Pagani now. He doesn't want stuck behind him. He's on the hard tyres, so yeah, he will not want stuck behind him for long. That's for sure.
Biggles on Pagani into the final chicane.
That was brave, but it was important. And I think Pagani saw him coming and didn't really want to hold him up particularly. No, fact that he's not here tonight. He's got some family emergency, so Marley's covering for him this evening. Pagani and then down in P8 now. Then lost for place on the hard tyres. We'll just be waiting to get them off, really, to be honest. A lot of personal bests recently, isn't there? Just looking down the times, they're all in the last few laps, really. Now, it is a possibility to have a look at the fuel situation in terms of Biggles. So Biggles obviously has more fuel than the top few guys, but the one thing he does have is he has an extra stop to do. Now, his closest rival that's on a 2-stop is T. Smith, that is on a similar strategy in terms of he'll be on the softs at the end. Roman SBY are different, they'll be on the hards at the end. Now, there's 13 seconds of a difference between Tom and Biggles. Now, with the fuel difference, they have about the same amount of fuel. Biggles has a tiny bit more. So the gap that's 13 seconds is about the gap that is actually there between them. Because I'm now technically only got one more stop to do on the soft tyres and we'll be filling up the same amount, roughly. So Biggles has to make 13 seconds up in the next 6 or so laps on T Smith, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think this free stop was the right decision.
That's what I mean about the extra stop.
I mean that's.
I don't think you can make it up.
No, I don't think that can be wrong. There's 13 seconds between them. They're on basically the same fuel situation now, and they've both got one stop left. So, bit of a shame for Biggles here, as I actually genuinely believe he's the fastest person on track, but I don't think his strategy's the quickest around here. I could still be wrong, I suppose, but he has gained a second last time around on Tom, to be fair, but I'm intrigued with the two at the front though, how they're going to manage on the hards at the end. Is they're in a good position now, but it's difficult to see where they're going to come out. Captain Chubbs has got... He has 2 more stops to do, doesn't he?
He's still got to use the medium and the hard yet.
So he's going to do 2-5 laps from lap 22. And that's how he's playing this. Interesting, but I also don't think that's particularly worked so far for him. Biggles is up to P5 now as he's passed Ross.
I say he's doing the same strategy as Biggles, just in a different order.
Yeah.
Big slide from Ross.
Rom's in. That's a short stint he's done there. Is he doing 12 laps on hards? Or is he doing a free stop as well? That seems like an awful long way to go on hard tyre. I mean, it's not. Hards will last, but do you know what I mean? I don't know why you would want to do that with any on hards.
I say the hards will do the laps, and he should be able to just about get the fuel there.
Yeah, but yeah, he's on the Lexus, isn't he? But
yeah,
why would you want to?
But it is Rom, and we know from the past that Rom and fuel were sometimes not good bedfellows.
Man, there's been plenty of occasions there. Well, that's not worked well.
Well, that's a short stint, so Rom free stopping as well.
So he's doing a soft stint at the end, like Biggles. So having Biggles is now on the same strategy, near enough, as well. This is interesting. There's a lot more free stops than I thought. There's nearly half the field are doing free stops, I think, here. Like at least 5, or maybe even 6 of them might be doing it. If SBY might be doing the same as well. He will be, I think, unless he does a 12 lap stint on hards, which again, this seems like an awfully long time on hards.
You have to say it, I think Tom's in the box seat here.
I think easily.
Here, this is Tom's race to lose.
I mean, Biggles has got 11 seconds to make up on Tom, and how's he making that up? They're both going to be on the same tyres at the end.
Tom's going to be in next lap. He's going to put the soft tyres on, and that's him to the end.
This free stop is just not what has it at all. It's just, fortunately, it's yeah, it's
SBY coming into the pit lane.
Now, the big thing here is, if you look at Ross, he's in a much better fuel position than Biggles. And Ross is also going to be on softs at the end. So Biggles will have to pass Ross as well, I think. I mean, Ross will be out ahead of Biggles. We'll see anyway how this pans out. But yeah, Chubbs is definitely going to have 2 more stints to do, so I have no idea where Chubbs is going to finish up, because he's the only one that's going to have 2 more stops to do. So
yeah, so it looks like SBY is going to go to the end
Or is it? Oh, is he doing a different one? Oh, he is. So he's now varied from Rom, his teammate. So, we'll get a good comparison here between the two at the end. What really worked, because they were in the same position, really, weren't they? Before they diverged.
Yeah, they were what, three or 4 seconds apart.
Yeah, so we're going to get a good benchmark of what really did happen with the two stop and free stop between those two. Right, so much to keep an eye on in this race, strategy-wise. Dark Knight's on soft tyres and Pagani is on hard, P5, P6. Graham is on the move as well on P7. We kind of forgot about Graham, as we knew he was going to get quicker as the race went on, because he had soft tyres to do at the end. Pagani is trying to defend a little bit from Dark Knight, but Dark Knight has got a massive run at Pagani, and that is going to be P5 down the inside, I'd imagine.
So the top 3 are in.
Paul Pagani very deep, and he's going to be compromised for the last corner, so Graham will get Pagani possibly here. No, yeah, Biggles had a couple of bits more fuel, but I mean, he's only going to get a second on the fuel situation, so I'll be surprised if Tom doesn't win this from now on. So Chubbs is out on the hard tyres now, and he's in P7, and he's still got a stop to do, and he's now on the hard tyres, which are unpleasant to say the least. Tom is out, and he is P10. Biggles, he's filled right up near enough, and is on the soft tyres as well,
he's
obviously.
Soft tyre to the end now, yep.
He is 12 seconds behind Tom. I think it's fair to say at this point that the 2-stop is significantly quicker. Pagani is maybe overtook by Graham. Graham's in P3, and he is comfortably going to be getting to the end on the next set, which will be soft tyres. He has went in order of slowest to fastest tyre, hard, medium, soft, in that order. Now Ross is also going to be on soft tyres. He has more fuel than Graham, so there'll be about 3 or 4 seconds between Ross and Graham, I think, when they come out. Dark Knight, he's got... I'm confused. What has Dark Knight done so far? Has he just done soft so far?
What's he on at the moment? I think he's... Did he start on the mediums? I can't remember.
Yes, I think he did start on mediums actually, didn't he? Has he got a hard still to run? Or did he run? Oh, I don't know. I've lost with some people, because trying to keep a track of what people have ran is...
Are we expecting Ross to appear in front of Biggles very close to him anyway?
I said Ross would come out ahead of Biggles.
He's got to put a lap less in.
I might be wrong here actually.
Tom's gone through. Biggles is on the start-finish straight.
Oh, I'm wrong. He's ahead, just ahead.
Just, yep.
Not much in it though. Right. Now Tom is being held up by SPY on hard tyres, which is definitely holds you up. That's fair to say. He also is going to have Dominic on hard tyres possibly, and Captain Chubbs is also on hard tyres, so he will pit though by the time Tom gets to him though. And Tom is now through and past SPY. One advantage of that car is it's very quick in a straight line, so he can get past people quickly. And he doesn't get held up. Rom's an interesting one because he's on that alternate strategy with a free stop as well. He'll be in possibly, is it this lap or is it next lap? Next lap, he's going to have one more lap. Pagani is in. He is going to be heading on to the soft tyres, I think, Pagani. I don't think he's running the soft, has he? Now, Dark Knight is carrying on. I don't know what he's got to run, but he's still got to pit, so he is... still got a decent pit stop to do, so I don't know where he's going to come out.
Do we know? Yeah, the top 3 are all pitting again.
Dominic's got to pit as well, so top 4 have all got to pit again.
Yeah, so.
Pagani, he's filling up at the moment, so is Feber. So he's in for his last stop. We'll see what they come out on. So yeah, Pagani will be behind Biggles and behind Ross, but he is out now and he'll be just behind them on soft tyres, so he's 5 seconds behind P7 and P8, so that's nice for Pagani. He's got an aim to go for there. You can see if he can catch up to them. Not easy, mind you, but he's got an aim at least.
So as it stands, Tom's net P1, SBY's net P2 and Biggles is net P3.
Now, SBY will be extremely unlikely to be P2 by the end. I mean,
yeah, I was going to say, Biggles and Ross both on the soft tyres
and Pagani
have 8 laps to catch SBY, who's 8 seconds down the road, and they've already made a second in half a lap. Let's
have a look. 34.5 did SBY. Graham is 16 seconds. I predict Graham will finish ahead of SVY. Down in P10. You'll get past SVY as well. I think SVY will be dropping like a fly near the end of this. Nothing wrong with SVY's strategies. It's just, I think, on that hard tyre at the end compared to the soft tyre at the end. It's significant difference.
Dark Knight and Ron making their last stops then.
Captain Chubbs has got a few more laps to do on this hard tyre first before he does his last stop.
He's got to go to like the end of 27, hasn't he?
Dark Knight's the interesting one. What is he going to put on? Is it hard or medium he's not done? That's the interesting one. Where he comes out, probably be behind Graham, or beside Graham, I'd imagine, maybe Pagani area. He'll be finishing filling up shortly, actually. So. Hard tyre, and he is just behind Ross. But he is going to drop like a fly as well, because Pagani and Graham are just behind him on soft tyres. He's on hards. So Rom's done his last stop. He's down in P9, so he's going to be catching after Dark Knight as well, and he's also going to be catching after SVY. SVY is going to be the cork in the bottle here, because he's going to drop like a fly at points around here.
Yeah, he's been caught 3 seconds that last lap.
Yeah, I mean that's going to put him at risk from Feber at the end of the race if he keeps losing 3 seconds a lap. So yeah, interesting to say the least here. To be fair, Biggles has caught Tom by about 2 seconds, but it's nowhere near enough. Unless Tom has an off, it's going to be Tom's race to lose from here. Captain Chubbs is doing 53 sixes at the moment, so he is way off on the hard tyre. I mean, that you wouldn't imagine the fall was going to be good around hard tyres around the first sector, would you? To be fair, he's still got another lap or so to do, so he is hemorrhaging time at the moment on those tyres.
Yep. So interestingly, Rom versus SBY with that.
Oh, Dark Knight's off the track. Sorry, he's on the hard tyres, remember, and he's.
Oh, yep.
He was
Pagani.
He was well off the track. He was on the inside in the grass, or the outside, sorry, in the grass. So yeah, that's.
Yeah, Rob's reappeared in P9 compared to SBY in P3 at the moment.
So that is the battle that we were talking about for 2-stop versus 3-stop. Now I did say I expected Graham to get past SBY by the end. Whether Rom gets past is another matter. That could be.
They are separated at the moment by the length of the start-finish straight.
Graham is on back of Dark Knight, and this is very important. He gets past instantly because Dark Knight is on hard tyres, and you do not want stuck behind someone on hard tyres when you're on softs. Oh, Dark Knight's
there he goes.
There we go.
Yep.
Oh, but Graham also, I think, hit the wall. I think.
I don't know that he hit the wall. I think he just had a mid-corner twitch.
Did he? I just saw the exit, so I assumed he tapped the inside wall because there's like a weird raised curb bit on the inside of that corner, I think. Now SBY, he's actually doing 53 flats, 52.9 the last couple of laps, which is decent pace on the hard tyres. A lot quicker than what Chubbs is doing out the lead at the moment. However, he has obviously still got one more stop to do, which will be
I
this
think
lap.
It'll be this lap or next lap. I think it's
this lap. I think he can do because he's done 20. He would come in lap 21, yep. So it is this lap 22, 23, 24, 26. Yeah, 5. So. He'll be on mediums now till the end. He's going to come out somewhere in the region of Dark Knight, I think, area, Graham area. Now he's going to let Tom retake the lead of the race. So SBY is now being caught quickly by Biggles and his army behind him, which includes Ross, Pagani and Graham. Rom's on his way as well, obviously. Dark Knight dropping like a fly on the hard tyres, and is going to be got Fever behind him coming soon. Lee's also there, he's in P11. I've not heard much from Lee. I think he struggled on the hards and mediums, but he's found some really good pace. 50.6 is his personal best, and he's going to be catching as well. Now Aaron is also on soft tyres. Now I think Aaron's issue this race has been fuel. It's not one of his best attributes, Aaron, and I think he needed some fuel saving in this race, to be honest, and I think that's what's resulted in Aaron down to P12. Dom's down in P13 and he's on his own. We've got Marley in P14, he's set a 51.7 is his fastest lap last time around. Change for P2. Here goes Biggles.
Yep, Biggles just able to take the corner much tighter, gave him a better run out of it.
Oh, Ross was just off the fastest lap of the race last time around. He looked 50.159. So that's 0.04 of a second. Oh, he's going to have SBY here. SBY's just not getting any even being ahead of Ross there by about half a second at that corner. Just no grip in the exit.
Important move for Ross.
Now Pagani will be the next one that will have SBY. Graham's still on the charge as well. Now he was the one that had that hard tyres on at the early stage with a couple others, and he's found himself in P6, and he'll definitely have P5 by the end if he doesn't make a mistake, because he's going to definitely get past SBY.
Yeah, Dark Knight really suffering on that hard tyre.
He's hemorrhaging time, isn't he? 54.3 last time around. Captain Chubbs is on the medium tyre. He's out just ahead of Lee. There's Aaron as well, just behind. Oh, Graham, look at the fastest lap of the race. Whoa!
49.8.
That's a big improvement, and Graham is flying. He might not only get SBY, but will he get any of the others? Could he get Pagani? Pagani, he was 6 times quicker than him last time around. If Pagani gets held up by SBY, then possibilities. And then Rom is catching as well. He's on a 50.2 last time around. It'll be interesting to see if Rom can get back past his teammate. That's one of the interesting ones to see what happens. It's not been a good night for Captain Chubbs, unfortunately, from that Ford. I said last week, I think it's fuel for them that's going to be the major issue, though. That car is just so thirsty.
It was looking quite good early on, but yeah, the strategy flattered to deceive.
I think also he did do the free stop, and I just don't think that's particularly quick.
That's what I mean.
It's the 2 stop that's the quickest, and also that car on hard tyres wasn't pretty. He was about a second off what some people could do on hard tyres. So I think it's been a combination of strategy and fuel saving that was important tonight as well. 2 things which I don't think the Ford's massively good at, to be honest. It doesn't have as much variation in strategy because it's fuel saving and it's not great really. So yeah, kind of work in tandem a bit, both of those. Biggles is just ahead of Ross. So Ross is in slipstream range now. Look at SBY though. Pagani's right behind him now. Pagani this time around is setting another 50, and it's a 50 flat this time around. So Pagani's got to hurry along.
He's responded to Graham behind.
He has extended the gap over Graham in the last lap, so. I feel a bit sorry for SBY having the hard tyre at the end here, and everyone's just absolutely swarming him at the moment. Oh, Pagani going for the switchback a route, and it's done. There we go. Here comes Graham in the background and Rom. Poor SBY, he is going to be overtaken by Graham, and he is going to get overtaken by Rom as well here. Oh, SBY as well, just had a moment on the exit there, that's not going to help either.
Ross well into the slipstream now with Biggles.
I think it's what could have been for Biggles if he'd done the 2-stop. What do you think? Would he have the win if he did the 2-stop?
Well, it would have saved him how many seconds in the pits? Probably that extra pit stop's probably cost him a good, what, 25 seconds?
Yeah. And he's not going to have made up that much from doing the extra stop. Nowhere near it.
Graham and SBY nose to tail.
There we go. That's done and dusted for Graham. Oh, Rom in the background. Grass cutting there on the exit. Oh, Rom's off.
Oh, he's pushed it too hard.
I think he might have got some stuff in his tyres though as well. Could save SBY from being overtook by him, but then again, SBY is doing 53.9, so he's still actually overtook. Yeah, interesting if Graham can get past Pagani. Ross is in the slipstream of Biggles here, and he's now within half a second. So we are getting to the stage now where there's a possibility that Ross could steal P2 and take away the perfect result for the Corvette team. What result that would be, yeah, P1 and P2. They can get it. Especially Witchell missing this week, so Marlowe taking half points and down to P14, and Chubbs down as well. The order. Oh, Ross having a look at Biggles there. He had a
just showing the nose, trying to send the dummy.
He is looking much quicker at the moment, isn't he? Biggles had a good exit there, which is going to save him down the straight at least. Gap's kind of stationary between Pagani and Graham now. Rom's back catching SBY at a rate of knots. And he might, to be honest, Feber's not out of the question of getting past SBY as well here. 50.2 last time around for Feber. That's over 3.5 seconds quicker, and there's only 4 seconds between the two, and there's 2 laps still to do. We'd probably expect Feber to get past SBY. Captain Chubbs is holding off Lee, but there is there's Lee in P10, Dark Knights in P11. Oh, look at Aaron's tyres. He's still got another lap to do on that. That looks horrible, doesn't it? 53.8 last time around. He's still it's not going to be pretty in the last couple of laps. Biggles has done well here actually on this lap, so Ross will not manage to get past again. Down to 2 seconds between Graham and Pagani, so that's eked down a little bit. Rob and Fever are catching SBY very quickly now. SBY is only a second ahead of Rob and further 2 seconds back to Fever now. Under 2 seconds between Pagani and Graham, under half a second between Biggles and Ross. It's all closing in significantly towards the last.
Down to this then, onto the final lap.
Oh, Biggles had a bad exit. Ross is well within half a second now. SBY has been caught now by Rom. Feber's just behind. It's 1.7 between Pagani and Graham as well. And Pagani has less fuel. He might have to do a bit of fuel saving on the last lap as well. Add some drama, why not? Ross still, it's a little bit too far back, isn't it? He needs to get him in that free Thames kind of area. Give him a real chance of having a move. SBY is trying his best here. Look at him. He's trying his best to hold. Oh, he's had a moment. Oh, he's got it. It looks like Biggles is safe from Ross. Graham is still catching Pagani very quickly, but I think he might be safe. However, SBY is certainly not safe. His last lap was a 53 flat, which is actually a significant improvement. And he's doing a good last lap here to try and hold them off. Can he do it though? He's got this tricky last sector. A couple of really slow corners to try and hold them off. I think Rom is trying to work with SBY to try and hold them, Feber off from getting them. Feber massively closing in at the end as T. Smith is going to take the race win. Very good drive from him. Biggles will take P2 just about from Ross.
Just about, yep.
Very tight, but it is going to be Biggles P2, Ross P3, Pagani's going to take P4. Graham massively caught him at the end. And it is, at the moment, is it going to be SBY? It looks like it will just about. Rom working with SBY to hold off Feber.
He's not going to do it.
Oh no, he's not. Feber's going to take it on the line ahead of Rom. There we go. So SBY P6, Feber then Rom. Captain Charles P9 held off Liam P10, Dark Knights in P11. Aaron's going to come home in P12 with some pretty awful tyre. Look at the state of that. There we go. P12. Dominic is going to be P13. We've got Marley. Still got a bit of the lap left to do. He's going to finish in P14. Last minute covering note from Marley. Just getting some points on the board really. Not going to be able to do much if you called up late to the race. Well done for stepping in. Gives us some experience as well, GT1 I suppose. Not the easiest car to jump into as well as at the Ford, so. Dominic 13th there, crosses the line. And Marley, first the best, 51.7. Only 2 seconds off the fastest lap of the race, so. Not too far off, considering he was pulled in late. And there we go, he's going to come across the line then. With, I think he's got no fuel, he's run out of fuel. There we go, crosses the line. Marley in P14. So there we go. Tom from Biggles from Ross is your podium. And there we go. Rundown then of the order. Graham with the fastest lap there. And the only other person in the 49s was Rom, who just sneaked in. And there is your back end of the field. So there we go. That is your race all done and dusted for week 2. So let's have a I'll have a little look and see what's coming up next week in GT2 and GT1. GT2, I think, is Interlagos.
It's a hard day in Brazil.
Yes, it will be. That's going to be pretty. I'm looking forward to that.
37 lap race, hard tyres only.
I'm going to vomit. The Village people next week for GT1. Alsace Village. Yeah, hard tyres only for them as well. Exactly the same setup as tonight. So there we go. Thank you very much for joining me and Sai again for some more GT1 action. And join us Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for GT3, GT2 and GT1 next week. For this evening, have a good night.